Mystery Show. It's Shirley and Deborah. Yes, we love y'all. Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the queen of joy herself, Jessica Dugas. Good Friday morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. This beautiful Friday, February 25th, 2022. Most of us are waking up here in the United States to news about continued bombs and fighting and everything else over in Kyiv, Ukraine. I should say inching in on that area. And there was a lot of news coming out of last night. It can be a challenge to find the joy. I was just talking about this with a group of people yesterday in a networking event. When we are going through something like this, it's very easy for us as humans to allow it to be the number one, the focus in our mind, and at times rightfully so. When things are going on like this around the world, but we get to choose. We get to choose to be part of the solution, and part of the solution for me is about keeping a high vibration and choosing to find joy. And when things are going on like this, it doesn't mean that we can't laugh and have joy and have fun and all of that in other areas of our life. It does not dishonor the challenges that we are facing. It helps to raise the vibration of the planet and to bring goodness in the world. Listen, if you're joining us this morning, I would love for you to say hey over in the comments. Let us know what is bringing you joy today, and of course where you're joining from. You can also join us live on air this morning in the next segment to share what's bringing you joy by heading over to projectjoypodcast.com, and you can click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air today. I know that we have a couple things to cover today. We have some national holidays I want to talk about. We have our Black History segment this morning. We have birthdays, and I have a little surprise for you this morning because for me, when we are going through different things, whether it's on a global scale or we are when I'm going through something challenging in myself, I lean into music, and music is something that is healing for me. It is joyful for me. And it can really take me to that place where I'm feeling and healing at the same time. And so I've got a little surprise for you coming up later on in the show as well. Let's talk about the weather for a minute. It's 34 degrees here in Florence, Alabama. It is still it's cold here in Alabama, okay? And the people that are Southern, they're not all of the Southerners have seen their shadow and they've gone back in their houses. And we're still under a river flood warning here along the Tennessee River. So what they say on the weather forecast, turn around, don't drown. We had a winter weather advisory in my hometown of Groton, Connecticut, 28 degrees there, 15 degrees in Toronto, Canada. And just reminder, this is all in Fahrenheit because I don't Celsius and we don't math this early in the morning, boys and girls. 75 degrees and mostly cloudy and with our friends in Nairobi, Kenya, 36 degrees and snowing in Iceland. 46 degrees and raining with our friend Kat over in Scotland, 75 degrees. And we still got that rip current statement going on in Miami with our friends, the Jacksons. So please don't go in the water, Jacksons. Okay. I just want to remind you, don't, because we don't need any drowning Jacksons out there. All right. Snowing and flurrying in 18 degrees with our friend Judith up in Lake Orion, Michigan. Mostly clear, crack of dawn on and 37 degrees with our friend Ann over in El Mirage, Arkansas. Not Arkansas, Arizona. Where am I today? See, this is why I need my green screen map so that I can do that. And Brittany is 43 degrees and in Clarksburg, West Virginia. So we've checked in with the weather with all of our friends here this morning. And now I'm going to check in with the comments and see how you guys are today. Let me know what's bringing you joy. Don't forget. Chris is here this morning. He says, good morning, world. Happy Friday. Good to see you here this morning, Chris. I think that is my friend Darren Daru over there on YouTube. Good morning, Darren. It's so good to see you here in the comments this morning. Chris says, my joy is having a 3-day weekend. Amen. That's amazing. Why'd you have a 3-day weekend? Do we have a holiday coming? I don't think so. I'm making sure I don't miss things. Okay. Because this is part of the hazard of homeschooling and working at home. We don't follow like the normal holiday schedule. And so I never know what the hell's going on. Like I have to do my research. Okay. I have to do my research on what holiday it is, what's going on around the world. Because I'm over here in my happy little bubble, and I don't know what the hell's happening. So I need you people to tell me, keep me up to date. Is there something I'm missing, Chris? I need to know these things. Or is it just a choice to have a 3-day? And I know you were talking about recently about taking your daughter to get her wedding dress and all of that. When is she getting married? That is my question. I need to know these things as well. All right. Donnell Jackson is here this morning. I'm not going to introduce him. Okay. One half of Divine DNA. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say because y'all take it some kind of way and you run with it. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Darren says, my joy has been healing from surgery and playing guitar and scratching records again. Also being able to help my wife again after a year is amazing. I love that. I'm so glad you're healing. I was sending you ever since we first talked. I've been sending you the healing vibes, and hoping you get well. And sitting down, I was just talking about music being so healing, that'll just help the process, right? It'll just help the process move forward easily and effortlessly when we bring in that music and stuff as well. So it'll continue to heal and be on a good path. I know it. Chris says, no holiday, just kindness from boss. Well, that's something to celebrate today and something we don't always see, right? It's crazy. Daughter's getting married April 20. So she got her dress. Is that early? See, I got married really fast. I grabbed my dress and was done. And then got married, I don't know, a couple months later. And so I see and then I'm so used to watching, that my guilty pleasure Married at First Sight, where they get their dress and then they're literally married the next week. Right. So is this normal for people to get their dress and not get married until over a year later? I need to know if this is what normal people do. Because I don't know. I don't know. I was sharing the other day, my friend Kate was on that show, Say Yes to the Dress, and I have her episodes saved on Amazon, and it was so funny because she's very Southern, but she's a real good friend of mine here in Alabama. We used to hang out all the time when I lived farther south, but it's so funny when you see somebody, on a show like that, and they only show like little pieces of a person, and I don't know. We got married in jeans. Listen, I respect that. I appreciate that. Look, there's so many. I'm curious how you guys feel about marriage as there's so many people that are like, oh, it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people that look into the logistics of it, of going it's necessary for tax purposes, the real serious. I'm a sucker, I guess. I believe, the true love thing thing and all that. I get sappy when it comes to marriage stuff. And that's why my heart is breaking. My heart is breaking for Married at First Sight this season, because these couples, I don't know. And it bothers me that we are talking about something as serious as marriage, and the producers are clearly out for the drama this season. It's not about the happiness and the marriage. The experts are not involved enough. They should be having counseling. Some of these people should have had personal counseling before they get together. It bothers me. I'll be honest with you. But I'm hoping for better results on the finale of Love is Blind this evening. I love all the love shows like that, because I keep wanting like the fairy tale ending, and I realize that is very childlike, people. Okay, but I am who I am, and I have my rose-colored glasses on at all times. Okay. Chris says no, won't be ready till August, then alterations. Oh, they do. They recommend 12 to 14 months early. See, I am an outside of the box person. I am like, look, if I couldn't have found a dress, it would have been jeans. Okay. Or at least like a nice, like pair, like a black pair of pants or something. Cause we got married right before Christmas. So it was gorgeous. And we had gone, because I wanted my colors to be red, white, and black. And you can find that a lot at Christmas time, right? So we had gone over to a hotel, and we were going to get married there, and they wanted to put us in one of like the meeting rooms to get married. But then I walked by like their lounge area, and the ceilings were so tall, and they had a huge Christmas tree and all these decorations. And I begged. I was like, can we get married in here, like right by the Christmas tree? And they said yes. And that's where we ended up getting married. They never allowed people to use, because it's a common space. So they kept people from going in there during I felt very VIP, and we got married in front of the Christmas tree, and all of that was very beautiful. I will see if I can dig out some pictures one day on the show. I should have done it when it was our anniversary in December, but sometimes I'm not prepared. Okay, so what's bringing me joy today? I had a full day yesterday, you guys. I had call after I was on camera from the time I was doing Project Joy yesterday until 2 p.m. So 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I was on camera. My face hurt so bad, because people think, oh, it's so easy. You just show up on camera and talk about something, right? It's a lot of energy, first of all. And then when you are just meeting someone, like you're putting on a happy face, you're smiling. Hi, my name's Jessica. It's so nice to meet you, right? My face hurt so bad, but I had so much joy in meeting new people yesterday. I met one of the connections that someone had introduced me to recently, and then talked to someone in New Delhi, India, and then did the networking event and met like, I don't know how many amazing people. We had like 60 people on that call or something. And it was just a super busy day. Then I had a little chunk of time, and then I thought, oh, well, I'll rest for a couple hours before Throwback Thursday last night. And and then I had this brilliant idea in the middle of resting. So I had to come back in here, because I have to act on things, when I have these great ideas. So I ended up working right up until Throwback Thursday. And then we had Throwback Thursday, and it was nothing but technical difficulties last night. Very frustrating. But we had so much fun. And I'll be honest with you, even Kevin and I do Throwback Thursday, the last Thursday of every month. And the whole point is to be in this space of joy and nostalgia and everything else. And Kevin and I have both had a somewhat challenging week, not necessarily bad all per se, but really challenging, a lot going on. And then we started out with all of these technical difficulties the entire show, but we were still together, and we were joyful, and we had a really good time recapping the history of the Super Bowl halftime show last night, and getting to kind of reminisce about all of our favorite artists and music, and some of the unforgettable and forgettable moments. So had a lot of joy with that as well. Chris says he recommended Vegas. Elvis Chapel of Love, they would become a hunk of burning love. I agree. That would have been fun. And playing some Elvis music, I think that would be great. I think that would be awesome. So listen, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back. Don't forget, you can join us live on air next segment. Just head over to projectjoypodcast.com. There's a little button that says join live and you can join us live on air. We're going to take a quick break. We've got Black History Month segment coming up, a national holiday segment. We've got birthdays, and don't forget about that surprise for y'all at the end of the show. We'll be right back. Hang tight, you guys. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Today is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Sorry, and you're welcome at the same time. I want to remind you of a couple things. You can join our Breakthrough Show Network text community for show notifications, insider info, and special offers. Just text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092 in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, 256-685-7092. If you are not in that area or unable to receive text messages, you can join our Discord server to chat with other fans, meet past guests, and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. Just go to bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough. bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough. While you are there, with any level of support to our Breakthrough Show Network, you can join us for Soul Saturday Morning Coffee every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. And we have so much fun on there, you guys. We go down the rabbit hole together. We laugh together. We cry together. We laugh till we cry together. Okay. So I would love for you guys to be a part of our community there as well. Don't forget, you can join us live this segment. Head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air. Now I have to put the disclaimer up today. Again, because we have two national holidays that we have to talk about here this morning. Number one is that it is National Chocolate Covered Nut Day. Do you enjoy snacking on nuts and chocolate covered ones, or not so much? Let me know in the comments. Let's figure out why we're doing this. National Chocolate Covered Nut Day on February 25th recognizes the delicious and crunchy snack, drizzled, covered, dunked, or smothered in chocolate. The possibilities are endless with so many different types of nuts and chocolate combination. For thousands of years, nuts have been a staple of the human diet. The walnut was a favorite of the ancient Greeks and Romans, while Native Americans favored pecans or pecans. Which are you pecan or are you pecan? Which team are you on? I need to know these things too, because this is going to determine whether you can stay out there in the audience or not. Pecan or pecan, okay? Both chocolate and nuts can be good for you. Dark chocolate possesses a substantial amount of antioxidants, while the nuts contain essential fatty acids and linolenic I can't read today. Acid, some kind of acid that's good for you, not the bad acid. For the most part, the fats in nuts are unsaturated fats, including monounsaturated fats. Nuts also provide arginine, a substance that may help make the walls of the arteries more flexible and less prone to blockage from blood clot formation. Many nuts are good sources of vitamins E and B2 and are rich in protein, folate, fiber, and essential minerals such as magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, copper, and selenium. The first chocolate covered peanut candy was Goobers, originally sold in 1925. The word goober was a common slang word for peanut. I didn't know that. I knew about my uncle uses the word goober all the time, but I didn't know that that was a slang for peanut. Did you guys know that? One of the more recognized chocolate covered nuts is the M&M. These chocolate covered peanuts or chocolate covered almonds have become a favorite of many. The peanut M&M was introduced in 1954. They were tan until 1960 when the colors red, yellow, and green were added to production, which in my opinion was not a great idea because all these colorings are not good for us. Yes, I'm going to be that Debbie Downer. We need to go back to 1960. I know they're not as fun, but we can color them with different things. We can use better ways to color, like from natural, like orange for, get orange from carrots. We can get red from beets. You know what I'm talking about here? We don't need all these dyes in our foods. How to observe the day today: eat a chocolate covered nut. No brainer, right? Visit your favorite candy or chocolate shop and pick up some chocolate covered nuts. Make chocolate covered nuts at home. Try a new chocolate covered nut recipe and give a gift of chocolate covered nuts. Hey, there's a way to get in a random act of kindness there as well. Have a taste test using different nuts and different chocolates. I am down for that. I am going to get some chocolate today and different nuts, and we are going to have a taste test. That's how I'm going to celebrate today. Amen. Use hashtag chocolate covered nut day to post on social media. While we continue to seek the origins of this day, we're not withholding any reward. Chocolate with or without nuts is a staple snack in the National Day calendar offices. That doesn't mean we won't stop looking for the founder of the day. It just means it might be helpful if the answer was at the bottom of a bag of Brock's chocolate covered peanuts. So I hope you are going to celebrate National Chocolate Covered Nut Day. We also have, I'm going to keep the disclaimer up, National Clam Chowder Day. Each year on February 25th, people across the nation have a bowl and spoon ready to be filled with clam chowder as they prepare to participate in National Clam Chowder Day. A clam chowder in its simplest form is a soup or stew containing clams or fish. The most common type of chowder includes milk or cream as well as potatoes, though Manhattan clam chowder has tomatoes. And I am offended here because they didn't. Oh, now they're listing it down below. Okay. My favorite. So obviously we have shared on the show before that I'm vegan, so I do not partake in traditional clam chowder anymore. However, your girl has got your back today because I am going to share with you in the comments a recipe that is fantastic for vegan clam chowder. Okay. So you can still celebrate today if you are vegan or vegetarian. And Nora Cooks is amazing. If you guys have never made any of her recipes, she's fantastic. So there's a recipe there, and that is for the traditional New England clam chowder. Now I will share with you growing up. My favorite kind of clam chowder growing up was Rhode Island clam chowder, which is the clear broth clam chowder. We used to go to a little shack restaurant in Connecticut, in Mystic area of Connecticut, which if you guys have never been, highly recommend that you go visit and check it out. So much history and of course, amazing food. But we used to go to and have a big bucket of steamers and delicious Rhode Island clam chowder. And so anytime I would have the New England version, the creamy version of clam chowder, it would never really live up to the expectation because the Rhode Island that I was so used to having was so good. I'm not a fan of Manhattan clam chowder, to be honest with you. It kind of reminds me of a bouillabaisse. So to me, if I'm going to have something with tomatoes in it, Cioppino, which I used to love to make. I made cioppino every New Year's. I used to love to do that. And that has both bouillabaisse and cioppino have a whole bunch of different kinds of seafood in it. So I used to love that years ago, and prefer that to, I'm not a huge fan of Manhattan clam chowder. There's also other kinds: Delaware clam chowder, New Jersey clam chowder, Hatteras clam chowder, Long Island clam chowder, Puget Sound clam chowder for if Darren's still here, for over in the Washington area. And I used to live out there as well. But it was very, but the Rhode Island is really close to my heart. That was very just what I grew up with. And you just for me, it doesn't beat like a small business. It's a mom and pop. They put their whole heart into that big pot of chowder, and nothing beat that, like on a snowy day in Connecticut. So lots of amazing memories with clam chowder. So it says how to observe National Clam Chowder Day. Make your region's best clam chowder. Better yet, have a clam chowder taste off. Invite friends and family to cook up a variety of chowders from all over the country and try them all. Let us know which ones you like best. Maybe you'll have a new appreciation for chowders. And it's an excellent way to celebrate every day, too. So let me know if you have a favorite version of clam chowder. Mine is definitely the Rhode Island, but this version of the New England clam chowder that I put for you guys in the comments, make sure you guys check that out. And I'm going to do like I did yesterday for National Chili Day, is I'm going to encourage you to try, of course, the veg version, because we don't always need to eat every animal on the planet. Okay. You don't have to go. I'm not asking you to go completely vegan, but we don't always have to do that. There are other options out there that taste amazing and are better for our planet. So definitely check that out as well. And now I can take the disclaimer off, because hopefully we're done talking about food. Unless Anne Marie comes in the comments again talking about those cream cheese things she had yesterday. All right, you guys, we got to talk about our Black History segment today. So I was doing some research, and I love, especially on Friday, to find some of the more artsy people in Black history. And because that's where I love the poems, the art, the music, all of that. And I came across a very, very, this is probably predates anything we've talked about in our Black history segments up until this point. But Phyllis Wheatley, she was born in 1753 and died in 1784. It says, although she was an enslaved person, Phyllis Wheatley Peters was one of the best known poets in pre-19th century America. Educated and enslaved in the household of prominent Boston commercialist John Wheatley, lionized in New England and England, with presses in both places publishing her poems, and paraded before the new republic's political leadership and the old empire's aristocracy, Wheatley was the abolitionist's illustrative testimony that Blacks could be both artistic and intellectual. Her name was a household word among literate colonists, and her achievements a catalyst for the fledgling anti-slavery movement. She was seized from Senegal, Gambia, West Africa when she was about 7 years old, and transported to the Boston docks with a shipment of, quote, refugee slaves who, because of age or physical frailty, were unsuited for rigorous labor in the West Indian and Southern colonies. And it goes on to share about how the people that kept her taught her how to read and write, and got her really involved with the Bible, astronomy, geography, history, British literature, and the Greek and Latin classics of Virgil, Ovid, Terence, and Homer. Into the University of Cambridge in New England, probably the first poem she wrote but not published until 1773, Wheatley indicated that despite this exposure, rich and unusual for an American slave, her spirit yearned for the intellectual challenge of a more academic atmosphere. It goes on to share that in the past decades, Wheatley scholars have uncovered her poems, letters, and more facts about her life and her association with 18th century Black abolitionists. They also have charted her notable use of classism and and explicated the sociological intent of her biblical allusions. She wrote a lot, speaking about things biblically. All this research and interpretation has proven Wheatley Peters' disdain for the institution of slavery and her use of art to undermine its practice. Before the end of this century, the full aesthetic, political, and religious implications of her art, and even more salient facts about her life and works, will surely be known and celebrated by all who study the 18th century and by all who revere this woman, a most important poet in the American literary canon. So you can read more about her life at thepoetryfoundation.org/poet/Phyllis Wheatley. You guys can check that out as well. And I wanted to read to you one of her poems that is called On Being Brought from Africa to America by Phyllis Wheatley. 'Twas mercy brought me from my pagan land, taught my benighted soul to understand that there's a God, that there's a Savior too. Once I redemption neither sought nor knew. Some view our sable race with scornful eye. Their color is a diabolic dye. Remember, Christians, Negroes, black as Cain, may be refined and join the angelic train. So I love that. You can, of course, read all of her poems again over at thepoetryfoundation.org. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link to her specifically down there in the comments. And Jason Lansing is joining us this morning. Good morning, Jason. It's so good to see you today. He says he made a mistake yesterday, May 2nd through July 7th, when the Stanley Cup is. Okay, so Jason, we decided yesterday, he's going to make us hockey fans here on the show, and he's going to be our official reporter when it comes time for the Stanley Cup and keep us abreast of what is going on, and who's winning and because I can't store all of this stuff in my head. Okay. So we're making Jason in charge. Jason is in charge of that. Thank you, Jason, for clearing that up for us. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that segment talking about Phyllis Wheatley, and that you'll go check out more of her poems. I read so many of her poems in and doing my research for today's segment as well. And so many of her, just beautiful melody and flow to her poem, and all of the poems that she has. And I hope you guys will take the opportunity to check that out. Yesterday, I shared about different ways that you can celebrate Black History Month. And we only have a couple days left, Monday being the last day of February. But this is something that you can do all the time. And we are, it is both saddening and but also I feel very grateful that we have so much history here for us to learn about in the area. It's one of those things where I wish it wasn't there, so that we didn't have this kind of history that we have to go back to. But I feel fortunate that there's been so much effort taken to preserve that history here, both Native American history and Black history and all of that as well here in this area. And we can go and visit any time of year and really make this something that we acknowledge every single day, instead of just, going all out 1 month of the year. And so I encourage everybody, especially after our segment yesterday, to go find what's local to you. There's always something, even if it's small, and definitely check out. Also, we were talking about, go back to yesterday's episode if you didn't see it, and check out the website that we were talking about as well, because it has a ton of resources and it has that interactive timeline as well, which I love. So listen, Jason, you got to make sure you tell us what's bringing you joy today, and anybody else that hasn't chimed in yet, I would love to hear from you in the comments. We are going to take another quick little break, and I'm going to come back with birthdays and finishing out the show with a little surprise for you as well. So we'll be right back after this.
Hey, hands looking a little plain there. That's okay though, I got you. Just head over to Nail Beauty by Brittany. Wait, don't tell me you don't know who she is. Let's okay, that's fine. It's a good thing that Dot's here. I'm here to tell you. Nail Beauty by Brittany is an upcoming establishment that makes everyone's hands look pretty to boost your confidence throughout your daily basis. You get all these custom nails at a very affordable price. With proper care, these nails can last up to 3 weeks. If you head over to Brittany's social media, you'll see all of the custom nails that she has made thus far at a very affordable price. To receive updates on new nail sets and deals, head over to Miss Brittany's new website at nailbeautybybritney.com. This company was made by this beautiful young woman here, Miss Brittany. Now y'all go over ahead and get your nails pretty, y'all. I'm showing enough in.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Today is Friday, February 25th, 2022. I am joining you here from Florence, Alabama in the U.S., and I would love to know where you are joining us from. So make sure you let us know in the comments as well, whether you are live or on the replay. We have lots of birthdays to celebrate today, and we will also celebrate tomorrow's because Lord knows I do not need a list a mile long come Monday. So guess what, people? We are going to do that today. Jason said, what brings me joy is Funko Pop. Why do I feel like I've heard that, but I don't know what you're talking about? I feel both of those things at the same time. I feel like, oh, that sounds familiar. And then I'm like, but I don't know. So let me know. Let me know, Jason, what you're talking about, because I don't know all these things. Let's talk about birthdays. So today, James and Oliver Phelps have a birthday today. You might know them as the Weasley twins from the Harry Potter series. Singer George Harrison's birthday was today. Wrestler Ric Flair. Do y'all remember him from back in the day? Ric Flair's birthday is today. From the Lord of the Rings series, actor Sean Astin's birthday is today. Comedian actress Chelsea Handler's birthday is today. Actress Taya Leone, and I don't know if you guys remember him or not either. Comedian Carrot Top birthday is today as well. On the celebrities, of course, in my Facebook page, we have a couple of amazing Breakthrough Show alumni who have birthdays today. Lisa Peranzo's birthday is today. Lisa has been one of the people that has been instrumental in my health and healing journey. So happy birthday, Lisa Peranzo. Don't go running today, girl. If I see you running, I know you're running towards that cake. All right. My other friend and Breakthrough alumni, Claudette Gadsden's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Claudette. I just love her. Also, a really amazing person who supported my work way before I even had shows back in some of the other coaching work I was doing. Jennifer Bain's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Also, a powerhouse in the coaching world, Helen Packham's birthday is today as well. Happy birthday, Helen. Tomorrow in the celebrity world, Johnny Cash's birthday is today, or yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is when his birthday was. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Yeah, right? You guys know that song? Erykah Badu, one of my favorite, you guys. I have so many memories of when her album Baduism came out. Erykah is incredible. I mean, just she's amazing. So happy birthday to Erykah Badu. Also tomorrow, Michael Bolton. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Yes. Yes, we all have a moment with Michael Bolton. So lots of musical people tomorrow as well. So let's do our birthday song, and then we have to get to my little surprise that I have for you guys this morning as well. Let's get our drum roll going. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James and Oliver, George Harrison, Ric Flair, Sean Astin, Chelsea Handler, Taya Leone, Carrot Top, Lisa Peranzo, Claudette Gadsden, Jennifer Bain, Helen Packham, Johnny Cash, Erykah Badu, and Michael Bolton. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing tomorrow. And on Monday, of course, we will cover Sunday's birthdays and Monday's birthdays as well. So if it is your birthday this weekend or if it is your birthday on Monday, please let us know so that we can celebrate with you when we come back on Monday. I thought that's what you meant. They are the little figurines with the big heads, little body, big heads. I had gotten those a Saved by the Bell ones for my daughters one day. They hadn't even watched Saved by the Bell yet, but that was such a favorite show of mine when I was little or when I was a teenager. And so I wanted to get those for them as well. We have like the Lisa Turtle and Jesse Spano Funko Pop figures. I just didn't realize that's what they were called, Jason. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so as I mentioned, music is something that keeps me grounded. It keeps me happy. It keeps me healing. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I am contributing something amazing to the energy of the world. And it helps me to heal from different things. And as I was reading the news about the Ukraine this morning, as I did yesterday, and the continued news that comes out of there, reading about people being given guns that have no military training or no training with a gun at all, and bombs going off and explosions and all of that. It is devastating, and it hurts my heart, to be honest. And so I literally sat here and sang, and then I thought, I'll just come on and sing for everybody because that's just what I'm going to do today. So, one of the songs that I would love to sing to you this morning as we end the show is Imagine. Here we go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Oh, we'll be as one. We'll be as one. Everyone, all of us, everywhere. Imagine. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll be back on Monday for more of Project Joy Live. Don't forget to join us. Have a wonderful weekend. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, everyone. You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.
Hello to the Breakthrough Show. It's Shirley